Welcome to the world united. Welcome to the world united.
Dr. Yulia Kapranova is expert in healthy longevity, and she's going to be talking about healthy longevity and spirituality. So I would
Hello,
like to
everyone. Yeah.
So I'll talk a little bit about your work, Dr. Yulia. Dr.
Yeah.
Yulia is a scientist and doctor with a PhD in cardiology. She's the founder of mylongevityandbeauty.com and is both a professional belly dancer and a yoga instructor. She owns a patent for the treatment of post-infraction patients. She's been a speaker at multiple medical conferences and has published 26 medical articles in scientific magazines in Ukraine, Russia, India, and Belarus. She has also published 10 articles about wellness and longevity for the Zapio Demo and Chick Miami magazines. She's been a volunteer and speaker with multiple organizations, television shows, and events in Art Basel, Unicorn Children's Foundation, Club Elas, Ola Latinos, Miss Verano Show, and many, many other shows in Telemundo, Ukraine's Got Talent. She's currently a contestant for Mrs. Universe. Her book, Longevity and Belly Dance, is a life-changing account of the universal art of belly dance, a no-impact physical exercise that can dramatically transform your body through breath control, relaxation, meditation, diet, and positive thinking. It also gives you recommendations for slimming and shaping your body and maintaining your ideal body. Thank you so much, Dr. Yulia. I would love to hear from you.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you very much for the previous speakers. It was so interesting information. And thank you to invite me to be the part of this beautiful conference. Currently, I'm writing my second book. It's a Longevity and Cultural Tradition. This is the first one, Longevity and Belly Dance. And so today my topic is longevity, healthy longevity and spirituality. Enjoy your youthful state despite of the years, keeping the inner smile of your soul. I think that this is the most important thing, to combine the body, mind, and of course the spiritual state, to be the spiritually developed and to take care of yourself, of your body, and the people around yourself. So one of the main questions that I was asking myself during my medical entire years in university, I was thinking why some people has a younger look and more spiritual developed than the other one, maybe become older faster. This is the main question, and I think this is my calling sign to help the people to stay younger, healthy, and happy during their life. So I was thinking that the healthy longevity is how we perceive, and is of course our upbringing, education, the cultural tradition that we were born, and of course our self-development. So longevity is defined by two Latin words that has a meaning: longus, it's a long life, and avium is the time and eternity of age. So longevity is the lifespan of a person who has a long life and determined by genetic on 30%, and the 70% is determined by behaviors, attitude, environmental factors, and cultural traditions. So we have chronological age and biological age. Chronological age is the actual age that we are living from your birth. The biological age, or another type, is physiological. So it's the same meaning, the same term, that the person has a quality of their body to function compared to the actual calendar age. And of course, we have another type, it's a social age. Social age explain us that, for example, when we are children, we need to go to daycare. Then we are children from the 5 years old and older, we need to attend to the school. And after that, as we teenager become older, we need to go to the college, university. And about 21, 30 years old, we need to create our own family. So this is the social age, how society perceive us, and they give us pushing target that where we should go and what we need to achieve in our lives. So in every culture is of course obviously different tradition at what age to go to school, but more or less in whole society we have something resemble. So it's very interesting and is of course relate to the healthy aging as well, to the lifespan. The next one that I would like to mention is physiological age, explain the emotional and explain the cognitive function of the brain. So how we could memorize the information during our days, how we could be social active, and as well as self-esteem. And with age, we could cope more with stress compared than we are younger. The next type that I would like to talk about with you is it's the markers of a healthy longevity. So the marker of healthy longevity divided on the two main types. It's biomarkers of a functional level, and another is a molecular level. So biomarkers of a functional level includes blood pressure, heartbeat, heart rate, lipid profile, LDL, cholesterol level, bone density, the same thickness of the skin, as well as contribute to the inflammatory factors. Then we are taking interleukin 6, TNF alpha. So, and threshold of the visual and the auditory stimulation. And the molecular level is depends on the DNA repair and methylation, and as well the length of telomeres. So because our life-changing style depends on most of all of the chromosomal theory, because exists multiple theories that explain the longevity. So most of all, the most popular is the telomere theory. I would like to explain because it's one of the most potent theory. We have a chromosome that consists our genetic materials, and explain why we have a blue eyes or why we have a dark eyes. So all that our phenotypic signs that how we are tall or short is in our chromosome. So then with every division of the cells, every cell is able to divide only 60 times. So imagine with every division, the cells or the telomeres become shorter, shorter, and shorter, and the cell is aging and dying. And after that, we have a new cell. We know that the cancer cells and the stem cells, they have a multiple division. They're not regulated by telomeres, so they are not going through apoptosis like as a normal cells. So as well, this telomere theory explains the methylation. The methylation is one of the process that helps to activate some genes or deactivate them. So then demethylation could be very harmful if we don't have enough vitamin B12, zinc, and selenium. It could cause the early demethylation and early aging. Another type is exists epimutation. Epimutation could cause a cardiovascular disease, that genes become so active that creates such a early aging. So it's very interesting. So epimutation is one of the sign of Alzheimer's disease. It's one of the sign of cardiovascular disease. It's multiple disease that we are getting with age. And my contribution to talk about to the different theories that I explained, telomere theory, another is immunological theory, because with age, we have more less immunity and less tolerance to sustain that all environmental factors, and as well more mutation we have in our body, that is very difficult for our body to cope with all the stress that we are getting environmental and from inner side of the body. Another is mitochondrial agent theory, because mitochondria has their own DNA, and it's a multiple. One of the popular is the neuroendocrine theory that explain that with less enzymes and less hormonal level, we become older and older. But I think it's very interesting to know all these theories, because how we could help the people, how we could make our life healthy and to fulfill us, to stay in happy state, in the conscious and positive state, is to know the truth and to know the same science and spirituality and combine all together. This is that my point, that I was thinking how to combine medical knowledge and the spirituality that from universe that is inner, and combine all us together, that we could use and stay healthy for all our life. The next, I would like to explain how we could measure our lifespan. Of course, it's approximately not accurate test, but you could try to measure, and it's very interesting. So first is a popular grip strength test that you measure with handle dynamometer, and because the power of your hand and the wrist explain, when you are more powerful in your wrist, you have a healthy longevity, you could live longer. Another one is a balance stance. So you just need to close your eyes and stay in one leg for 10 seconds. So it's explained that you have a longer life. Another task is very interesting. For 1 minute, you need sit down and sit up as faster as you can. So for the man, it's 37 times. It means that you are healthy. For the women, 35 times per minute. It's explained that, it's perfect for your age. Another task that we are using is a pulse at rest. The normal pulse at rest from 60 till 100 beats per minute. And we know when the aerobically trained heart able to create more volume of the high stroke volume, so that's why it has a lot less heartbeat. So it's more giving the heart nourishment through the coronary vessels, and it's more multiple, like helps to do less work but with more tension. So it's better for the heart. With aging, or if the heart not trained, it has a more heartbeat. So you need to just to calculate your pulse rate for 1 minute, just very easy. The second test, you could do the heart rate recovery test. So first of all, you just check your heart at rest, heart rate at rest, and after that, for 60 seconds, or for approximately 120 seconds, you are doing vigorous physical exercises. You could jump, you could sit down to train yourself, non-stopping. And after that, you are sit just on the sofa and rest. Just rest 59 seconds. On the last 60 seconds, you start to measure your heart rate. So it's supposed to be the best heart rate recovery test when you have from 15 to 25 heartbeats. So it needs to be different from the at rest or then after the recovery. If it's less than 12 beats per minute, so it shows that it's a high mortality. It means that you need to take care of your heart better, to create more balanced food, nutrition, physical exercises, yoga, meditation, and positive affirmation. So work harder to live longer. And as well, it's very popular walking test. We know that if we walk faster, for example, 2.2 miles per hour, it means that you are in good condition and you have a very good lifespan in the future. As well, it's a reaction test. Another test with it's a special test that could be taken by scientists in the office that monitor your reaction to something that just is test that you need to calculate quickly. And we know this is the task that you need to be done only when you're not in stress, when you sleep well, when you didn't take caffeine, then you had enough food and you were hydrated. So to be more accurate, for this test. So I would like to explain this well about something more aspects about my book that I'm working right now. It's the cultural tradition of the countries that has a high lifestyle expectancy. To the high lifestyle expectancies countries belongs Hong Kong. For example, they have 84.7 year life expectancy, so it's the longest one. In other countries, Switzerland, Japan, it's a multiple country, Italy, some actually region in Costa Rica. We have a longer lifestyle expectancy. So I was thinking, why this country has a longer life expectancy than the other one? And actually, very interesting point that on 19th century, people were living only 50 years old. And nowadays, according to the United Nations, we're telling that in 2030, life expectancy will be about 100 to 106 years old. So you could imagine how it's fantastic this development and spirituality together with medicine. I think that we need combine all together and to walk in the path as a union, as a gratitude. So to be in the better position. So that's why I recommend to have a healthy lifestyle just during using the stressful relaxation techniques. We using 5 elements of theory. It's one of the theory that I was create, because then we have a stress. Stress could be very positive or negative. Short stress is positive. For example, when we given the birth to the child, is positive stress, or when we are doing some tasks or during study education is positive stress. But if we have chronological stress, our body constantly going through the reaction fight or flight, and it's more production of cortisol, adrenaline, and epinephrines. So it leads to the increasing of cardiovascular disease, to the stroke, to increase the higher blood pressure, to the level of even cholesterol, obesity, and everything, because when we are not sleeping, when we are in stress, it's production of cortisol that make us overweight. And the one of hormone is the hormone ghrelin that produced when you're not sleep enough and make you more overweight and obese with time. So be very careful. That's why I would like to talk about my 5 elements of stress reduction. We know that in universe we have 5 main elements. So it's water, fire, earth, oxygen or air, and the space or ether. So our body has a 72% of water, 12% of earth, 4% of fire, 6% of ether. So first of all, you need to hydrate yourself to balance the element of water. When you balance with water, you are hydrated. So for the pregnant women or for the breastfeeding mother, you need to drink from 9 till 12 cups per day. If you're a healthy person, you just need to drink only 35 milliliters per kilo. So approximately that you could modify. Of course, if you're doing exercises, you're drinking more water. Depends of your state. If you are living in tropical country or desert, you need to drink more. So you need count on yourself, on your own feeling. Hydrate every 30 minutes. The second balancing type that we need to do is, of course, earth. Right now, it's very popular. It's ecophysiology or therapy of nature. Just go on the grass with barefoot, spend time in the park, nature, go to the forest, spend time with the lakes, take walk your pet dog outside, or just listen to birds. This is the most important point, to be in connection with nature, meditate, touch the nature, touch the grass, embrace the trees. So this is the part of your life, and you need to be healthy. And the scientists prove that if you spend 3-4 hours per week on natural basic parks or just walking outside, you're living longer. So imagine how it's very healthy. Another type that you need to do, the third balance, it's of course oxygen. Oxygen, breathe enough. So you could use awareness breathing, counting on 7 times, then inhaling and exhaling 7 times. You could use breathing awareness, even driving a car, walking, then you washing the dish or cooking for your family. Do as a constantly lifestyle. Modify your lifestyle to be the positive life for you, for yourself, to share the love and health with people. So the healthy breathing is super important, because when we are with stress, we are really helping to create that point how we could stay healthy and more calm, and to change our mindset to the positive feeling. Another one is a space. A space I propose to spend the time with positive affirmation, thinking positive, and to have a positive environment. It's very important, because when we have that negative pattern of thinking, it's very difficult to change our motivation. So we need to be on a healthy, positive track. And the last is a fire. Fire, it's your idea, your imagination, your dreaming, that you are here. What is your calling? What is your calling of your life? How you could help the people, your society, your family. So make your project, make your dreams come true. This is that fire of your brain that leading you forward to success, to be here and help our people to be more successful. So never use procrastination. If you decided to do something, do it today. Always use a step techniques. Step techniques, it means what should I do to get to that point, to be, for example, a yoga instructor. What should I do? First, you just need to go to the community for doing yoga and practice yoga daily. Do it as the part of yourself. Read more books, look the videos, speak with people who are already at yoga, take a yoga seminars, listen meditation music. So it's all that part that help you to reach what is really necessary for you and for your body and for your inspiration. And of course, I would like to share all these techniques for my 5 elements of stress reduction. And here I'm with you. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Dr. Yulia. You embody the anti-aging and longevity and health that you talk about, really. And yesterday, as I was showing my 10-year-old son all that we're going to do today, he's like, is this a Disney princess? And I said, yes. And she's also a scientist and this and this and this. But
thank you. Namaste. Dhanyavad.
I look forward to talking to you more when we come back for panel discussion. But before that, I would, on behalf of the World United, I would like to present to you a certificate of appreciation to Dr. Yulia Kapranova for being an esteemed speaker and presenter in the 3rd edition of the World Parliament on Spirituality 2020 North America, signed by Dr. Yugandhar and Grandma Parisha.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.